welcome to my channel. Y'all like my intro? It's a new intro. I just made it like a couple days ago. First official intro of my channel. I put a whole bunch of different fonts and colors and stuff because I couldn't choose just one thing for my brand. That's the thing about me. I consider myself an enigma because I have so many different styles and things that I'm into, so I didn't want to limit myself to just one specific brand. So I just threw all that together and compiled it into one video. I talk with my hands a lot. And and yeah, so that was my intro, but this is the intro to this Valentine's Day look, cut crease halo eye situation. But yeah, stay tuned to how to get this look. Alright, so we're gonna start with the eyes. Going in with my Louise base in shade Rumor 0 and using my finger just to blend that on my eyelid, just to use it as a primer. Now I'm going in with this brush. I'm gonna list all the brush names and shade names in the description box, okay? But first, yeah, going in with this small eyeshadow blending brush with this cute lavender purple from the Nikita Dragun palette. And then I'm going on top with the same brush with another darker purple from the palette too. Using this pink from the James Charles Morphe palette and just blending that a little bit above my crease where I have the purple slightly on top of my eyebrow bone. Basically repeating those same steps with the same brush I use just to make sure every color is blended out correctly and everything transitions smoothly. Now I'm using this pink pigment that I got from this cute little website that I found on Instagram. I'm gonna link, the name and the company below. But this pigment is so pretty. It's very pigmented and it has cute little sparkles in it too. And I'm just putting that above my eyebrow bone, reaching all the way up to my eyebrow. I didn't do eyebrows first this video because I just wanted to try something different. I thought I was going to do maybe like a feathered look with my brows, but I ended up just doing the same thing I always do. But I'm going to experiment with different eyebrow looks soon. And now I'm going in with that same Louise base and a very, very tiny concealer brush, and I'm gonna cut my crease. I'm going on the very highest crease on my eyelid. You know how your eyelid has like multiple lines on it? It's pretty much like the highest line going up, just so when you look up and you have like product on your eye, like whatever concealer or, you know, eyeshadow primer that you use to cut your crease, you look up and then there's a line on your lid and then you have to like basically fill in that line. I basically just go ahead and start from that very top crease so I can avoid all that. So I'm going ahead with that same brush and basically blending out the base that I put on, and now I'm going in with a different brush, basically a flat concealer brush too, but slightly bigger than the one I used for the cut crease, and I went in with white from the James Charles palette and put that on top just to make it blend, and it came out with this cool little lavender color. But I just wanted to make sure like everything was set basically. You can use translucent powder. Oh yeah, my backdrop fell. That was funny. I was actually very annoyed because I worked hard to put that up, but you know, I was just like, child, whatever, and just kept going. Small little blending brush for eyeshadow and going in with this cute sparkly color from the Nikita palette. It's called Estrogen, which I think is hilarious. That's like the only name I remembered, but it's this super cute shimmery purple. It reminds me of like pixie dust or fairy dust or something, and I just blend that with my fingers just to make sure it blends in with everything's good. Now I'm going in with a shade from the Nikita palette as well, like a very white shimmer, very pretty, and I just use my fingers so I can get the maximum pigment and just put that all over my lid. And I was trying to be very careful, but as you will see on my other eye, I will accidentally mess up and get very annoyed. I'm so dramatic, bruh. But it was an easy fix. I just went in with that same brush I used for the purples in the cut crease and just cleaned it up. It wasn't that much. It wasn't a big deal. Just dramatic. And now I'm going in with this other concealer brush and dipped in those purples again just to really define the cut crease. Just going over again so that shimmer that I used on my lid just didn't transfer over where we cut it. Make sure everything is sharp and blended. So I put on my primer and now I'm putting on my foundation. I'm using this new brush. Well, it's an old brush, but new for me using it. This is the foundation from Rihanna Fenty Beauty, the hydrating foundation in the shade 370. It's one of my new favorites. I absolutely love it. And I'm using this brush and just, you know, blending all over per usual. I'm crazy. Anyways, yeah, the concealer I'm using is LA Girl, and it like squirted like in my eye. It was very weird. Anyways, putting that all over for my highlight. Another Rihanna product, the contour stick in Truffle by Fenty Beauty. I absolutely love this, and you know, for my regular looks, Nothing like really extreme. I just use like a pretty light contour color. I don't like to do too dark unless I'm doing something dramatic like drag makeup. But it's a perfect shade for what I'm trying to achieve, and it blends smoothly with everything. Now I'm using this little brush to blend out my highlight color. It's really nice. It's also a new technique I'm trying too. I'm dabbing very lightly, but just also making sure the product is being spread around. And then I'm using my Real Techniques brush that I usually use and just tapping in to make sure everything is like, you know, not going anywhere. And I also just wanted to round out my eyeshadow too. You're gonna see at the end it's all gonna connect from my top shades on my lid to the bottom shades under my waterline. You're gonna see it's gonna look cool. I'm using this contour brush that I found in a beauty store that I absolutely love, just to blend out everywhere. I use that contour stick and just patting that in. Brush to blend in the nose contour that I use with the contour stick, just for precision and to make sure my nose is really snatched how I like it. I'm just dabbing that in and bringing it all the way up to the eyebrows. My setting powder, I'm using the Derma Blend Banana Powder and using the same brush I use to blend out the concealer for my highlight, and you know, jamming per usual. And I'm just being very precise with the powder. I don't want to just bake because this powder makes me ashy. It's very bright. And even though it's tinted in like the shade, but like after it was too dark, it wasn't really like a nice, you know, middle ground for my exact shade that I wanted. But it makes sure everything stays in place, so I like that. But I'm gonna go back to using my Sasha powder because that's all reliable right there. So I'm going in with that same concealer brush in my Milani bronzer to set in the contour and just making sure my nose is snatched. You know, nothing new here. And I'm using my beauty blender with the same setting powder just to make sure I blend. That's the only place I blended this time, on my nose, just to make sure everything, you know, is crisp and staying in place. Here I'm using the Pro Tightline eyeliner brush from Sephora to put in my powder on the bridge of my nose, and then I'm using this Real Techniques brush that I absolutely love. It's so cute, it has sparkles. I love anything with sparkles. And going in with my bronzer, the Milani bronzer I use on my nose contour, just to go in on everywhere that I use the contour stick. And look how seamless that blended, girl. I'm just, oof, I love it. And now I'm just using this brush to make sure everything is set in right and not going anywhere. And girl, I can't take myself seriously. And here I'm using my Too Faced blush, just go all over my cheeks, and using my Too Faced setting spray in my fan to make sure all that's set in. that same Louise base and going in with a concealer brush in my waterline for a white eyeliner. Doesn't love a good jam session? I love listening to music while I do makeup. It just makes me so happy, and it's just a vibe. So that's why I'm usually always doing voiceovers, but I'm gonna do some more talk through videos, I promise. I'm going in with this pencil brush in a pink from the Nikita palette just to go in under my waterline, and then I'm using that same purple that I use in my cut crease and headbanging to go in and make sure I have that look I was telling you guys earlier about, making sure everything comes into like a full circle and everything from the top of my lids blends into the bottom under my waterline. You see what I'm talking about? Am I making sense? Okay, yeah. And then I put that color Estrogen right in my corner just for a little pop, a little shimmer, and yeah. Now I'm going in with my mascara, and that's pretty much it for the eyes. And now we're gonna move on to lips in just a bit. I am lining my lips with Chestnut from MAC. Absolutely love that lip liner. Now I chose to use this purple color that I found in a beauty store and going in with my fingers because it was kind of old, so it was like melted a little bit, so I couldn't use it straight out the tube, but just blending it in with the lip liner. Going in the middle of my lips with the shade Party Girl from the Lip Bar and blending that in. Then I'm gonna put some lashes on and then we're gonna be done. Hi guys, so this is the finished look. Whew, this was, yeah. It was a little challenge, but we made it. We're here. We're gorgeous. We're fabulous. So this is the cute little Valentine's Day themed look. This is like the extra Valentine's look I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna do a date night Valentine's look coming up soon, y'all. But yes, so I'll put these lashes on, earrings, and this cute little top, boom, right here. And I had no idea what to do with my hair, so I just put them in like two little puffs and these little things right here, and did that. And yeah, so that was my first time using the Nikita Dragun palette and my first time using the Louise base. I don't know how I've gotten this far without using it yet, but I ain't got no nails on. I feel so naked. I feel like I got nubs. But anyways, yes, so the palette, very cool colors. The only thing I noticed is that you have to dip in the colors a lot for the pigment to show up with the brushes. That's why swatching is kind of like not accurate, because yeah, they're gonna look pigmented when you apply it with your finger, with your skin, but with a brush, that's a whole different story. So that's the only thing about it. But other than that, it's pretty cool. I look forward to making more looks with it. And the Louise base, of course, you know, makes everything much better. I used to use the NYX white concealer for all my cut creasing needs, but this is so much better. So yeah, be here's. So go follow me on all my socials. They'll be listed down below. And please subscribe. Happy Valentine's Day. Hope you guys enjoy. Please look out for more of my videos. Go look at some of my other videos if you haven't already. And just thank you guys so much for your support. Love ya. Bye.